said she's got to be gagged. Okay, this is the Mardox live chat for November 23rd, 2016. Hey, it's getting on in the year. Wow, already November 23rd. In a month and 2 days is gonna be Christmas. Um,
Okay.
yeah, hey. Okay,
uh,
so
it's good and bad as far as Christmas goes.
the what? What is that? Oh no no yeah yeah
It's
hold on
good
hold on
and
hold on hold
bad.
on. Hold on. So today's topics. Hold on. We'll talk about Christmas. We'll talk about how John Brewer is going to take his top off and show us that he's all buff and muscular, looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger from Germany. And
Yeah, right.
I got a nice letter from Jerry David. He saw our video yesterday. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but he sent me a license agreement
Hey,
talking about saying we're allowed to use the videos, no royalties, no limitations, but that we're not allowed to sell the videos. So,
okay.
and look at this. This is nice. This is what we need. This is what we need. It's got to have a signature at the bottom, not just, oh yeah, you can do this, this, and this. A proper license. A proper license for if you're gonna deal with video and
I
PLR,
told you I was
private
ordering
label
my food.
rights
I'm
and
back now.
content and content, you've got to have the person write you, the creator write you that their name is stated, what it's for, who's allowed to distribute it, the item's name, in this case, are in here, and what they are, MP4s, and that you have the distribution rights, the usage rights. That there's no royalties. There's no it's royalty free and copyright free. In our case, our Mardox logo is written on it, so we can't take it and give it to Carrie. So here, Carrie, sell your product. It's Mardox, you know. Um, but these licenses that you get in PLR and MMR, MRR content, master resale rights, where they have a little checkbox beside each thing that's in the file. Anybody can take that page, modify it, re-upload it. Doesn't give them a right to resell it. Your license has to be signed. The only thing that's wrong with this license, it's not dated. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. There's no date. But a proper document would have a signature, the person, where it came from. It's an actual license for that content, which this is worth gold.
Nelson,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm back. I had to order my food. I thought you heard me say that before I muted
Hey,
myself.
wait a minute. I gagged you, didn't I?
You know what? I hate to, sorry, I can't keep saying that. My catchphrase. All right. Speaking of resale rights and MLR and PRL, I teach on that actually about the difference
You read
between
that.
agency, white label, and if that's not bad enough to confuse people who don't know the differences between all five of those, the next thing is it depends on the owner that gives you those license rights, that sells you those license rights. Because each owner could have their own set of rules. Like let's say it's software, for example, that you might have resale rights to, not just like ebooks and whatnot. Let's say it's software, make things a little bit more complicated. Some of them will let you give it away, part of those resale or master resale rights, and some of them won't, depending on what the owner, what you get. White label rights are the most expensive rights to have,
Yeah.
and yet you have more limits on that. You think it'd be the other way around, that
Yeah.
if you have more rights, you could do what you want.
Well,
And
well,
so master resale rights just means you can sell the rights
yeah.
as well as
Yeah,
the
well,
product.
we'll get into the details of the different rights in our time. We'll do a course, but this is almost a white label right, except that we cannot sell it, and we cannot sell the content. Like we cannot take the videos and say, if you want these videos, put them on a CD, pay us $19.95 for the videos. We can't do that.
I
But
use regular resale rights because a white label actually limits me more and it's more expensive.
yeah, but what I was getting at, more so, that my doorbell. It's the best doorbell in the world.
That's right.
It barks sometimes and barks not at others. When I'm on video, it barks. But it's a golden retriever. I mean, it's blonde. What can I say, right?
Yeah.
But the main thing is, Belinda, is that the license files that are in the zip files that you get from these different creators. There's no way to know whether or not they distributed the resale rights, or are they the authors of that content. Whereas this is the author of the content. I know where it comes from, and let's face it, I can take content, put it up, and if I don't know who it's from, and 2 years from now somebody says, hey, wait a minute, you've been running it for 2 years, and I'm the creator, and he can prove he's the creator, and I didn't get the rights from the creator, that creator can take me to court.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well that's the thing. I'm smart that way because all my resale software, for example, I work with the guy who made the software.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
that's where you should do
know
it.
that I'm good. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
I know where it's coming from.
That's right. So you got to be careful. You got to be really careful when you get content and make sure that you get it from the source. Uh, Ignorance is not a defense. You cannot stand in front of a judge and say, "Well, I didn't know. I got a license that said I could do it." But if you don't have the proof that that person was the creator of it, that paper you have in your hand is useless. So be careful. Be careful.
Right.
Make sure, at least try to do your research and make sure what you're getting is from that author. You know.
I rarely buy people's other rights because I'm very picky, and that's exactly for that reason. Because I learned about that a long time ago, and you're so right about that. You really people plagiarize and everything on the internet, and it's not hard to fudge things if you really wanted to.
Right.
I mean, anybody can do that.
My content, my resale content, I put a letter like this in the PDF. In that letter, my signature's on it. It's dated. There's also an expiry date of the license. If you get the content before after the expiry date, the license is no longer valid. Okay. I also include a website address with a code, and that code is respective to that license. You can go to my website, type in the code, and it will tell you if the license number is valid or not. Nobody can duplicate that. You see? I mean, you could modify the paper and put. You could modify the paper, make it yourself, and say that Belinda Condell is the creator of it. Go to my website and confirm it. But mine is each license has its own code, and there's if I do give away rights, there's a website that gives more detail as to what it is. You know. But anybody can forge whatever they want. I mean, there's people that copy websites. I know of a guy that copied the Mardox website and said, "Hey, look, we're a membership site." You know.
Really?
There's a software out there called SiteSwipe.
Yeah.
It's only $10, and it's one thing to copy patterns if that's all you were doing. Like that's nothing wrong with that. But to copy somebody's whole entire website and make it your own, that's wrong.
That is wrong. It is wrong.
Ridiculous.
And copy the template, the look, but don't copy everything we did and say, "Hey, look,
Right.
It's me."
Right.
You know. So but it's really important to get the facts, get your content from the source. I've heard of people losing everything because a content provider said, "Hey, I'm going to sue you because it was a non-PLR content." Somebody went in, slapped in a PLR file in the zip, sent it up. And there's a way to see that. There's a way to look at that. When you open a zip file, let me see. Can I open a zip file? Do I have a file here? Talk amongst yourself for a second. I'm going to find the zip file.
I
I'll put it
talk
up.
about
I'm going to
myself.
put it up
I
on
talk to
screen.
myself all the time. It's just that I get tired of answering myself.
Yeah. What are your comments on it, John and Carrie?
Okay, so here's the interesting thing. On our site, we have, let's see, I have to go to the site. We have training on how to copy a funnel. And it's doing basically what you're saying we shouldn't do. You screen capture their landing page and their sales
Really?
pages and everything and basically steal them.
Really?
No. But their main
Funnel
page.
hack.
No. Their main page, not the entire site. The guy that's duplicating me, it captured the entire site and duplicated the site. I'm
Oh,
trying
really?
to find, yeah. I'm trying to find one with a license. A lot of these don't even have a license in here.
So what is the funny thing? What is the funnel thing do, Carrie? Or would you say?
It's a training under our site is called Funnel Hack.
Right.
And
Okay.
it's just basically how you like go and they're saying to go and follow. Let's say you have somebody that you think is doing really, really well online. Well, you go and subscribe to their funnel, basically. And when you get their emails, you take copies of all the emails and everything, and then use their funnel.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. You can use.
It's like
You can copy their landing page. You can copy the Mardox landing page and put it on your own site. That's not a problem. But what I was referring to was they copied everything, the CSS, everything, and the guy says he owns Mardox.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
this guy. The one I'm talking about is a fraud. He's just completely out
Yeah.
there a fraud. And he's trying
Yeah.
to tell people it's $99 to get in.
Yeah. Now there
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
a lot of
Can't you
people
do
got.
something about that?
Go ahead.
The height
I
of
guess
cover.
he left. But I mean,
It's supposed to be
there's got to be
55. Her
something you
tires are
can
too
do
small.
about it when somebody
If
steals
she's
your
got
whole
50s on,
site
they're too small.
and
Yeah,
prices
there should be.
They're supposed to be 205,
It should be.
55,
I mean, there are
R63.
laws,
That's
so
the standard for a
Yeah.
Mazda 3.
um,
I know I was reading an article in the
Which
paper
means
how
her
like
motor's turning faster than it
cybercrimes
needs to
are now even like there's more cybercrimes than there is other crimes, you know.
yeah, it's becoming real popular.
There's crimes out there? What?
Crimes, cybercrimes, right, Alec?
No way. Okay, I can't find it, but here I'm gonna give you guys I'll bring up I was trying to bring up a file that has it, but I can't find one here. But here, let me share the screen again. One day I'll be a superhero at this. Yeah, my wife is giggling in the background. Thank you, honey. I know I'm your Superman. Okay, guys, there you go. This is thanks, John. Yeah. Okay. This is a file that that's opened. It's a zip file, and you can see the last modified here, 28th of October. Oh man, I gotta stand up. 28th of October 2006 at 21:38. Now, here's a way to find out if the license is valid. When you open it up, and there should be here where if you guys see my cursor here, there should be a file that's called license.txt or license.pdf. Usually it's called license.
Yeah.
This document doesn't have it, but it's not the point here. And if you go over and look at the last modified date, if you see the original content is the 28th of October 2006, and I mean you can go into the file too and look at all the other dates. So you go look 28th October, 9th of October 2006, 28th. So there was the site was made different from the rest of the content. Here October 2nd where the images were made. You see, here you go. This image was made on the 30th of July. You can't trick these dates. These are on the computer that was made on. I mean, you can, but you got to be a pretty damn good hacker to get into that, okay? So the license should be a relative date relative to what we see. Like when I went in here, they're approximate dates. They're all July, October. It's all in 2006. It's all within a 3-month span, okay? But if you open your zip file up and you see that the license, okay, the content is 28th of October 2006, and your license is July 2014, chances are your license file is not valid. It means that your content has been recreated, repackaged, and redistributed. Now, another thing that you can do, and I don't have my window open, another thing you can do often is bring your, let me bring my window. Hey, how do you guys like this? Look at the wiggly in my screen.
Cool.
I did that. Okay, now what you can do, now I'm using Linux, and there's operating system like Windows. It's pretty much the same thing. You right click on the icon, a menu comes up, and you should have like properties or information or something like that. And in there, file type, file size, location, modified. This modified is the original date when the file was was open. Now in Linux, it shows me also the last date that was open. Oh, look at this. Look at the date. Wednesday, November 23rd, 2016 at 15:07:29. That's 3:07. I just opened it to show you guys. So in Linux, it shows you the when last time it was open. But this file was created on Thursday, July 14th, 2016. That would have been last modified on my computer. No, sorry, so this wouldn't work. This is when I downloaded it. I downloaded last July 14th. So that's when it was created on my hard drive. So forget that. That's not going to work. But
forget that.
But some
Forget everything he just said.
But some content will show you the creation date of the file when it was actually created. But usually you open it up and you can see it right there, 20th of October.
Nice shirt there, Nelson.
Huh?
Nice yellow shirt there, Nelson.
Yeah, I know. I'm standing up so I can read the screen because the writing's so tiny.
You don't have like a zoomer thing?
No, I do.
Like
but
a magnifier?
I do, but I don't care. So
yeah, apparently not.
that's it. So okay,
I love you.
So that's for licenses. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to the inside the zip file, the dates, especially if the dates are way off. I mean that
Oh, do you mean, I'm sorry not to interrupt, but do you mean like when you put your mouse over the zip thing and it shows you the date on the properties or whatever it
well,
is?
that might be the date when you downloaded it. That like in
Oh
my
yeah,
case,
that's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Open the zip file, look inside. Like I said, there's a file content. The folders were October 2006, and if your license is July 2014, 2015, 2016, it's many years apart. Well, chances are it's somebody who replaced the file, repackaged it, redistributed it.
And the problem with that is a lot of places, programs and blah 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 blah. This is what they tell people to do.
To
They tell
repackage.
to
John, kill your video.
and okie dokie. I normally don't kill things.
No,
But,
it's you're coming in all chopped up.
okay.
Yeah, there
Is
you go.
that better now?
Yeah, now we hear you.
Better?
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, anyway, that's part of the problem in the industry. Because the stuff is people are just getting carried away with all of this. And people need to we need to bring integrity back into the industry, and people need to talk about these things, these do's and do nots and stuff like that. Especially new folks online, they just
Yeah, they're
they
oblivious.
grab hype is out there and they go for it.
Yeah, they're oblivious to the to what's going on. I mean, it's you cannot be ignorant to the to what's going on. You got to do your research. You got to check your check
People
your
are too
facts.
lazy. People are too lazy. That's why that's why places like us need to tell them that.
Yeah,
You need to remind people of that.
that's it.
You don't grab everything that's a PLR and the blah 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 and just recycle it and put it back out there. You
That's
got
right.
to tell them stuff like you just did. Check this and check that.
Yeah.
To make sure it's legal.
Now, granted, a hacker could take the content, extract it,
sure. Of
trick.
course.
They could trick the system into believing it's new
Of
dates.
course.
You
Of
know,
course.
but I
But,
mean,
you know,
you gotta know the steps to take to do that. It says
Right.
that's not something that takes 2 seconds to do. But
yeah, exactly. The basic person that just wants to get over and steal somebody's stuff, they're not gonna take the time to do all of that.
That's right.
And those are the people we're worried about, because you can't defend against everybody, because criminals who are determined to be criminals, they're good and they get better. And those guys, they're gonna get you one way or the other if they want, if you're their target. But we're
Yeah.
talking about these people who are just lowlifes, and they have a limited amount of knowledge, and that limited amount of knowledge that they have is dangerous. And they copy people's stuff and steal people's stuff, or throw out all this hype and blah 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 blah
Yeah,
and stuff like that. And
that's it.
then they make PayPal say we're all scams and we should all be offline.
Yeah, exactly. Well, PayPal, like Kerry said earlier today, is a powerhouse that's bullying everybody. I love that phrase, Kerry.
Yeah.
Well, I got that off of something that I read from somebody's email or a blog post or something.
Uh-huh.
Basically, PayPal has been dictating to our circles, especially in traffic exchanges and
Yes,
stuff,
they have.
who gets to do business. Like if they didn't like a site, they would just stop, providing their service to the site, and that a lot of times that would put the site would go down, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was a different way of looking at this whole situation, because now, we're all going to have more options, I think.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the problem is, like many people have been talking about, is that we got too comfortable in the industry. People put all their eggs in one basket and stuff like that. And you're always supposed to have a backup plan in case your main thing breaks.
Right.
And nobody had a backup for PayPal except the people who already used Payza and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that, wasn't so mainstream. People would see that and they say, nah, I'll stay away from that and stick with PayPal because PayPal was the top dog, the big thing,
Yeah,
and it was cool and
Oh
everything
yeah,
was
and we
hunky
all got
dory.
compliant, and we just
complacent,
went along.
complacent.
Yeah, we
Yes,
got complacent.
Yep.
very, very.
But you know what? Now PayPal is not going to be dictating to our industry anymore because it's just gone.
Right. Now,
You know.
now, hold on a sec, Carrie. Earlier today, if you don't mind, can we talk about this? Earlier today, you had an issue with something going on with you and Pesa. Would you mind talking about that? At the same time, we can explain to users that sometimes things are difficult, but it's worth going through the process.
Sure. So with Payza, I have to verify my documents, which is kind of a standard procedure, but I'm I'm in the process of doing that. So I submitted my ID, my photo ID a long time ago, and it says it's been approved. And now I'm trying to like resubmit that plus submit. You need a copy of a utility bill or a bank statement or something with your
Right.
name on it to, to say that you are who you are.
Right.
Well, I just went to Staples to put on a slide for me my photo ID plus 2 pieces of ID.
Right.
And they rejected it, even though the dates are fine. So I'm not sure why, but I'm going to follow your suggestion, Nelson, in putting in one thing at a time.
Holy crap! Someone's going to follow my suggestion. All right. I might
Yay!
be onto something. So, yeah. So what I was getting at with Carrie was, one, I think they rejected her file because her previous documents were too old. Second, when you upload content to Payza, the documents, there's a specific section for each document, photo ID, proof of address, so on and so forth. Fill out each section one by one. It's a pain in the butt, but do each one as an individual document. Because a lot of the time what they do is when they open the file up, if you send them a PDF, they'll look at the first page, and if they're looking for photo ID and they see proof of address, they're going to say this is no good. So I told Carrie to resubmit the information, and that it's a pain in the butt. But there's something I said while I was driving and we were talking. Payza is giving no slack to anybody when it comes to the content, the people that they're processing money for, they're giving absolutely no slack, and I think that's because they want to weed out the crooks, the criminals, the scammers. If somebody is trying to scam the system or is going to get an account to set up and basically screw you over, Mardox.com, the Mardox papers at Payza took almost a month to process, get accepted, and we just recently got accepted. We were processing, but we weren't 100% accepted for the site. Now we are. So it took a month. So if somebody's crooked and they come along, they say, what? It's going to take a month. It's going to take 45 days to be accepted. They're going to say, screw this. I'm going to go on to do something else where it's a lot easier to get the payment processing. So I think they are putting up a lot of barriers for a good reason, even though it's annoying for us. Like Carrie in this case has to resubmit twice.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Very annoying. And the most annoying thing is I've lost the stick drive that Staples put my information on.
Yeah, don't lose your memory sticks with that
Don't
kind of information
use your
on it.
memory stick. It just seems like one roadblock after another, and I guess life is like that.
Yeah. Look at John. He went to Germany and he got stuck there.
Yeah, they won't let me out anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
I figured I'd stick
We
around for a
will
while.
protect the world by keeping John Brewer here, so we won't torment the rest of the planet.
Yeah.
But no, when it comes to documents in these websites, you got to understand that they are they're doing processing for us. And again, I can't emphasize it enough. We're playing in their sandbox. It's their rules. We're just the tenants. We're just the visitors, the guests.
Yeah.
And it is even if I get around to setting up my own payment processing system, it's the same thing. I'm not going to let just anybody in, and I'm going to be asking information like name, address, phone number, and so on and so forth. And if Carrie has to resubmit 3-4 times, well, that's all there is to it. It's the way that goes. If Carrie after second time says, well, screw this, I'm going somewhere else, then fine. But it's their sandbox.
Yeah, this is true. Very true.
That's it. That's it. Oh, my doorbell's back. Excuse, I
heard those little feet.
Yeah, I gotta give him his cookies. If I don't give him his cookies, you're only getting 2 today, okay? Because you only went to the park and back. I doubt you went around the block. Go all the way around the block? You went around the block. My dog went all the way around the block. Here you go. Here's one.
What a good dog.
You guys have got to see this. I got to show you. I don't know if you're going to see this very well. I'm going to put my desk here. I'm going to put a cookie down here. I got lag on my on my camera, so I don't know how long it takes to show up. Oh, I'm too far down. I got to go to about there, I think. Anyways, there's a cookie sitting right here on my desk. And here's the dog. There, you can see his nose, and he's not going to touch it until I say so.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You want that? Really? The whole thing? Okay. He will not. Now, what's nice is he's been trained that if we say the word "don't touch," and look at that. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
I said the word as he did it. Okay.
Yeah.
If I say that word, he knows not to touch.
Yeah.
It's unconditional, and that's hard to get an animal to do that.
Used to be the same way with my father-in-law's German Shepherd.
Yeah.
He was pretty much trained that way.
Yeah.
So you give him his food, but you don't allow him to start eating until you say so.
That's right. That's right. What I don't agree on is I'm seeing people do that, but they got to use a word of their language. And some dogs will starve themselves because they're afraid of getting beat. And they will not touch the food and starve themselves, or until the owner says that word or they understand that word. Okay, it's okay if you're in Germany and there's German commands, that's fine. But if you're here in Canada and it's a German word and I'm the next door neighbor and I don't know how to say the word exactly, or the dog doesn't trust me saying that word, he won't touch it.
Yeah.
But we did that with our first dogs. That's the first trick. Anytime I get a dog, that's the first trick we teach is the don't touch, because the first we had a German Shepherd Husky, and Sandra was about 4 years old. 5, and she had this great big juicy cookie, and a dog came around the corner, met face to face with her, and just went took the cookie. So I had this kid going, "Dad, my cookie!" so from there we taught the dogs the words "don't touch."
Yeah.
And they understand that. Oh, that means that's serious. That's the number one command. Now, Merlin has been, I've done it before. I put food down in front of him after supper. I put a plate down in front of him on the floor, and I'll say, "Don't touch," and then I'll get a phone call, go answer the phone, come back an hour later, and he's still sitting there, with his nose between his paws, looking at the plate.
Yeah.
That's all there is. Look, it's all gone. It's all gone. You ate it all. Now I got to convince him it's all gone. Is there more? Okay, go lay down now. Come on, go lay down. Good boy. Go on, lay down. You wet mutt. Soaking wet. Ugh. It's snowing here, so it's soaking wet.
I told you Canada snows all year long.
Say it again?
Like I said, Canada snows all year long.
No. It's 5 months. 5 months. It gets cold for about 7. It's snow for 5. We're not that bad. We're about the same as you.
No, I don't get snow till February sometimes.
Really? You hadn't snowed there yet?
It snowed in December a couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago it snowed in December, but usually not till February. It gets cold though. Don't get me wrong. January. Well, February.
Yeah. Oh, last year
and then
got
we
cold.
get like the light snow, and the whole store, they don't know what to do themselves, so the whole store clears out of food over an inch of snow.
Yeah. Last year was bad. I don't know if you guys got it. Up here we went down as low as minus 40 Celsius, which is the same in Fahrenheit.
Once in every few years we do get a blizzard. Not often.
No, it wasn't a blizzard. It was just freezing cold.
Yeah, we get cold either way, right?
Yeah.
Now when I was in PA, here's the interesting thing.
What's that, Carrie?
I'm wondering what Belinda considers to be really cold.
Well,
Well, I come from Pennsylvania. Okay, now get this. I was 40 minutes of Philadelphia when I lived in PA, right? I moved to New Jersey when I got married in 2000, and I'm only 15 minutes of Philly from the bridge,
Right.
that goes to the next state. So I'm actually closer to Philly than I was from the state, that I was from. Now, they usually, not always, but most of the time, they get the snow in Pennsylvania first. So I grew up with having early snow and white Christmases to sometimes not getting snow until after Christmas sometime,
Right.
like over here, because we get it last, even though it's just as cold though. I've had blizzards in PA.
Right. Cool. Oh no, we know blizzard. Yeah, blizzard. Last year, Buffalo got what 8 feet of snow.
Yeah, they're really cold up there. Eddie, when you go up there close, just like where you guys are, obviously it's going to get colder when you the more you go up, the more
But the cold we got
higher altitude.
last winter's cold had nothing to do about being north of you. Last winter's cold was the polar vortex. We literally got the air from the stratosphere.
Oh, you're right.
Down.
Yeah, it depends on the direction it's coming.
No. We're not supposed to get polar vortex. A polar vortex is a ginormous tornado, huge tornado, half the size of the country. The top of it is at the stratosphere, and the bottom is wherever it touches. It could be hundreds of miles wide. Okay, and this vortex sat over top Quebec for almost a month, and we had temperatures of -30 to -45 Celsius. Now, -40 is the same thing as Fahrenheit. It's equal. Okay, it was so cold that guys that did snow removal, one, they couldn't get their truck started. There was a guy going on with a service to boost vehicles to get it going. And a couple of the truck drivers that I know of, they cracked their frames on their truck because the metal was so cold. They cracked the metal. So
that's not normal polar.
But that's why, because it's the temperature from the stratosphere, not ground level. This is 2,000-3,000 feet up, the air from there, and it's cold and dry, and it's deadly.
Polar stratosphere last year.
Polar vortex.
Yeah, vortex. Yeah, he was just talking about that.
Yeah, that's it.
But,
another topic that we can get into is what was I going to say? New channel that we've started. We'll put the link in the down below. We haven't started
the debauchery channel.
The what?
The debauchery channel.
Yeah, the debauchery channel. Yes. Everybody says that we're all prim and proper on these channels and these videos. Okay, that's fine. We're all prim and proper.
You don't know the real us.
We are going to start a channel. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't think we're going to do 1 hour shows. They might just be 10-15 minutes. And
come on! If you're going to get real, it's going to take that long.
Well, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. We're going to take the top stories, the internet news. We're going to take the top stories, and we're gonna open the doors on it, and even go as far. I mean, to be accepted to do this at YouTube, I had to say it's rated 18+. Okay, so there will be foul language. Obviously, we're not going to filter it out. But
what
some
about
people,
gossip and other people we can talk about? No, I'm just joking.
yeah.
I wouldn't do.
No, but what we're going to do is we're going to take the top news stories, the titles, and we're going to give our thoughts on it and see where it goes from there as a commentary, The only thing we're going to have to watch is I don't want people calling other people names. If it starts to get verbally violent between people, it's like you're out, And it might go as far as you can't come back in. You see, so yeah, you can express your opinion, but you're not allowed to say, I hate you, you're stupid.
I don't think people would. I think people would have better manners. Well, not everybody does.
Well, I think so too. I'm just stating it, but we're calling it Mardox Extreme, X, and then Stream, and we're going to see where it goes. If it brings in popularity or if it just bombs out and fails, we'll see. We'll see. It looks to me that people like commentary and they like the extremeness of commentary.
They like good ratings. They like something that's shocking. They also like it real. That's what it comes down. But yeah, even with a channel like that, I want to do things tastefully. I mean, there should still be decorum.
That's right. That's right.
We're not trying to be Jerry Springer, okay? I mean, that gets old real quick.
That's right. Now, we are going to set up a process. We're not going to let everybody and anybody in the room. There's going to be a certain amount of people. People who want to get in and talk about topics are going to have to request it. And in the Mardox website, they'll be given a button they can click on to get the room address so they can come join in. And that's just so we can control who gets in, who comments. Because if we do that, we can filter out the ones that are really, nasty. You see?
I mean, but can some of us be regulars?
Yeah. Once you're accepted, you're in. If you're banned from the group, I mean, you'll be warned. Okay, hey, slow it down. You don't insult other people on the panel. Slow it down. If you're told a second time, then it's going to be as simple as I go in. I say revoke the right. The next video you can't get in.
Well, see, for me personally, I don't do that stuff anyway, so I'm not even worried about that.
No, that's the thing. Most people don't do that, but you're going to have people that look at. And the thing is, it was me and Michael Cosper the other day. We started talking about aliens and conspiracy theories, and we were talking about mainstream and corporate media. And I was starting to get riled up, like and he was talking, but we had an argument, but it was decent. I wasn't calling him stupid or.
It was a mature and civil argument.
That's right, and then we went on to something else, But that got more attention in our video than anything else that we did.
You know what I do like, Nelson?
What?
Now, this is not everybody's cup of tea, but I like the idea. Is what I'm using as an example. I've gone into, like, let's say, religious rooms and had debates, where it's a universal room, but you debate on each belief, why this, why that. Now, I'm not always in the mood to do debates because some of these rooms don't do it tastefully. And I rather do debates that, I hate to say debates, I like to call it discussions, because it should sharpen what and it should also motivate you to want to learn more. I want something that stimulates me and can further that discussion. Like, that's the kind of thing I like to get into.
Right. What do you think, Carrie? I know you're on mute there, but what do you think about it? What's your opinion on that?
Well, I'm like Belinda. I'm not going to swear on a good day, and I really don't like listening to a bunch of swearing. But I think debating without putting the other person down would be totally unacceptable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're gonna be adults.
Yeah, but for sure. But I mean, you got to keep it. You got to keep it human. We're all humans, and we're all living beings. There will be some.
We're all mature too. Hopefully, we have enough self-control to not say certain things.
I know we can't let John on. I mean, John is just out of the question.
Oh, he's a wild man. Oh, he's a potty sailor mouth like you wouldn't believe.
When John's off, you should hear the stuff he says about people.
I don't believe you for a minute. John has a lot of integrity.
John is awesome. I'm actually privileged. I feel honored to know John.
Not at all.
I just like to pick on John because I love him. If I loved him anymore, he'd be in the hospital. So there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, well, John, we're all together.
I don't know how to take that, Belinda. No.
I don't know how to take that either. It just kind of came out. So
John, I'm going to warn you right now. This is technically a death threat. We are going to love you to death.
Oh,
literally.
I better watch out.
You better not cry. You better not tell. I'm telling you why.
Oh wait, this is live. Oh wait, I gotta turn this off now. Wait, cancel that. No threat. I wish Ernie was on today. Ernie would have been fun to
Yeah, I like
anyway,
Ernie.
so it's Mardox Extreme. I'll put the link down below, and there's going to be a square of the featured video down the side at Mardox. Underneath the What's New, there's going to be featured videos channels for Mardox, and that way our members can see. And then it's going to we're going to put it between what's new and the list of users that logged in. We'll bump that down, and the little images of the channels will be there. So you just got to click on the image, and you go straight to the YouTube channel. And again, same thing goes, same rules. Like, subscribe, and comment. Hey, there's people that commented yesterday. They're asking what are the prizes. If you guys go look at yesterday's video, there's comments in there, So we got to comment. Us too. We've all got to get in and comment down below. Put our thoughts in. It takes 2 seconds, and we got to get that contest going, because there's people actually interested in what they could win.
Yeah.
Folks always want to win something.
I mean, I might send you a staple or a paper clip. It might be a sheet of paper with my signature.
I thought we said it was going to be a cup.
Turkey baster.
Okay.
Turkey baster.
Okay,
Always a turkey baster.
A turkey baster. Yeah, turkey baster is good. With Mardox written on the side.
Exactly.
Yeah, but when you heat it up, it turns from Mardox to Google or something like that.
And it's a double meaning because you're sticking it in the verb. Never mind.
Oh, Christian.
Yes, very, very. No.
And actually, yeah, we can bring it up on the. I can bring it up on the screen here.
On the extreme version, we can go more in detail about that. I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, no, we can. That's exactly what I want to say. You know, we can go more into detail on it. Give me a second, guys.
Yeah, on the extreme version, we could explain how the turkey baster could be used in many different ways.
Oh no, nasty! Oh jeez. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, to look at the picture. Hold on a second here. Now I can't get to it. So it's YouTube.
Now I'm wondering whether we should start advertising our channel.
You ever wonder what Carrie does after the show's over? Do you ever wonder what John says and what he really thinks of the other two co-hosts? Find out now by going to Extreme.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Give me one second. I gotta go find it now. Where is it? There it is. I gotta go find it. Here we go. You guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Ironic. That's ironic.
There we go.
I'm
Now
not
you guys see it. There we go. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Mardox Extreme. So if you see what I mean by it's X as an extra, and
Red
it's
X,
going to be a stream. So Extreme. I came up with this idea. I'm smart.
You're a genius.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this. This is the funny thing, okay? Ironically.
Ironically.
Now, I'm not saying that our whole audience would be this particular type. Just because some would be, but some would be who want to see this kind of debauchery and this kind of dirt. You'd wonder what kind of people we're attracting for this kind of channel.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Not that I'm judging. I'm just saying.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to put this in the description now. Might as well grab the YouTube channel now and put it in the description before I forget. Otherwise, people go to our video and they go, "Wait a minute, where's the link to the channel?" But I think it's going to be neat. I think it might work. I got a lot of people asking about it there. So, Extreme Channel. There you go. I got the link in there now. There you go. So yeah, so that's basically what we're pushing. I'm making it sound bad in so many ways.
Nah.
I'm not helping it either.
Yeah.
So,
well, like I said, we'll do the first stream. We'll have to. I don't know if it's going to be daily. I don't know if it's just going to be on weekends. I don't know. We don't have a schedule yet, but no, we're gonna do something. We might be. We'll just sit down when all of us feel like doing a live stream. Oh my God! All the squeaking from the floor upstairs. Sorry about that. It might just be that when all of us get together and say, "Hey, wait a minute, we got to do a live stream. Such and such a thing is going on the internet." We get together, spur of the moment, do one. And not sure, but because I don't want to get
around. So
well, because we can't do 2 shows of an hour long. I know Belinda can.
Mm-hmm.
She Belinda can sit there all day doing shows.
Well, yeah, but I do like to have some kind of like.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you already got your husband.
I like to make phone calls, make money, help me.
You already have your husband. It's already a habit. You don't need any more.
Yeah, yeah, I have you're my internet husband.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, great. I'm gonna get nailed for having an affair. Oh, I'm still broadcasting the page. Sorry about that, everyone.
You dill.
There we go. Now it's fixed. That's fixed. It's definitely fixed. And I can do that because I have that illness.
So I'm just an internet husband, huh?
There you go. Okay, so what's another topic?
when are we getting new landing pages?
Oh yeah, well, I had to. Like I said yesterday, I had to wait for the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I got it. I'll do it tonight. I'll put the new one up. Hey, are we keeping? Do you guys want me to keep the old Baldy video or replace him totally?
Replace the bald head dude.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna take the new video.
Baldy is getting too old. He's not working anymore.
Well, no, I know. He's got arthritis, I think, and diabetes.
No, I think that we need to replace our landing pages. Like, they do get well used, so every couple of months or so, I think we should put a new one up.
Well, this one's gonna be good. We'll talk to Jerry and see if he can do the videos for us, even if we have to pay him for it. I think it's well worth it. I mean, he does really good work. you know.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, fresh stuff is important.
yeah, so I'll put the new video up tonight now that I got the
But
paper.
can we have one without a video and one with,
Yeah, yeah,
like just one without, like with?
yeah. I can do whatever I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would request that we have one that doesn't have a video on it.
Okay. I can do whatever I want because it's my website.
And is it possible to do a site
Carrie did
without
listen.
redirects? I know I've visited this before, but it would be nice if it was no redirects on one of the pages.
I
Well, no,
back
that
up
well
here.
that like I said, I got to show you how to take the page. I'll show you how to get the code and put the page on your site. That's the best way to do it. So that the person, whoever's visiting your site, to get rid of the redirects, they'd have to go to your website and your domain name,
Yeah.
and then they can click and go through. I'll generate the code for that, and I
Well, there has to be a way that we can make that doable for all of our members.
well, there's some technical requirements involved.
Okay.
And you have to know how to do some things here to do this. And if you're not willing to learn how to use, say, FTP or learn how to use WordPress, then look, it's not going to happen. And that's the big the barrier I'm reaching is a lot of people saying, sorry about the background noise, people. But I'm getting is a lot of people saying, well, I don't know how to use FTP, which is file transfer protocol. It's a simple program. You download it, you drag, you drop, the file's uploaded. And we have videos in our collection that talk to you how to use FTP. And I think very specifically it says how to use FTP. And in WordPress, I get a lot of members saying, oh, WordPress is too complicated. Look, if you're not going to do a little bit of work, you're not going to get it done. There's another option.
That's the problem. People are too lazy.
Well, there's another option. And I hold to it. I charge $75 an hour to do that work. So if you want to dish out for 1 hour of work, $75, no problem. I'll give you my PayPal email account. Send me to $75. Tell me what you want to do, and I'll do your changes on your site. And
I pay to do my dishes.
you don't want to do my dishes. I let the dog lick them all.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I gotta wash them in boiling hot water to get all the saliva off them. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
You're really gross.
Yeah.
Here's something else to talk about. What are you getting us all for Christmas?
What I'm getting you all for Christmas is
Very good.
Now, what is the cheapest thing on Amazon I can get?
No, we're not. We're worth more than that.
What can I get? Oh, I gotta go see now. What can I get on Amazon? I know. I will mail you the sticker that you can put on the side of your cup.
Oh wow! I feel like royalty
Yeah,
now.
I'll send you the decals that you can take off and stick onto your cup.
Can you spare it?
Yeah.
Hey,
John wants cup number 2, 3, and 4 so he can have a tea party with his imaginary friends.
No, you mean a stuffed animals.
Well,
Oh.
same thing.
What is this? Pick on John Day?
No, John just is a lovable guy, and we just have to do that.
Yeah.
Pick on the brown dude.
Just wait, guys. Really soon, I'm gonna.
Really soon, your phone is gonna ring.
Yeah, mute yourself.
Telemarketer.
Telemarketer.
It's a recording, so it's not even worth saying hello to.
Hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So I was about to mute you. I thought you were answering telemarketer. How may I help you?
No. I would have muted myself out. Sorry.
Oh, okay. John doesn't realize that I'm going to go to Germany and visit him. What he doesn't realize yet is that I might go visit him for an extended period of time. It may not be 2 days or 2 weeks. It might be a couple of months. I usually visit until the person says, Nelson, get out. How long will it take John and his
You might want to lock your doors, John.
how long will it take John and his light-hearted spirit to say, Nelson, get the hell out?
My wife would say it before I do.
No, but that won't count. It has to be you.
Oh.
Hello,
Okay,
Eugene. Does your microphone work
This
today,
is me to
Eugene?
tell you.
Eugene.
She'll tell me to tell you, and then that's it.
Yeah,
But
Eugene.
John will say what my
Hold on,
wife
guys.
said
Guys.
to tell you.
Guys, hold on. Eugene, does your microphone work?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
We can hear him. We can hear him. Hi, Eugene. Welcome to the group, Eugene.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm doing good.
Have you been watching the video, or are you just coming in now?
I just came in.
Okay, so we talked about how John is going to be visited by me. We talked about something about telemarketing. I forgot. I lost track there. We talked about my dog.
You lose track on
We
everything.
went back to PLR security, how to protect yourself with PLR content. Checking the dates on
And new
licenses.
landing pages at Mardox.
Yeah. Good news is we've got the letter from Jerry David, the one who made the new videos for us from yesterday's videos. If you saw them, we've got the license saying we're allowed to use them as we wish. So we're going to be doing the new landing pages for Mardox. I'll get those up tonight. So is there anything you want to talk about, Eugene?
No, nothing that comes to mind now.
We're discussing what's getting us off for Christmas, by the way. And you know what, John?
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
telling him to telling Nelson that your wife said for him to leave. It's not the same as you saying get out.
I see.
That's right.
Okay.
Listen, John, listen. Your wife might rule your house, but she doesn't rule you.
Yes, you're the head of the house.
Yeah. In
Okay.
my case, it's different. I signed a contract with my wife's mother. I have a 100-year contract that my wife owns
Oh,
me. So
you did, didn't you?
yeah,
You
yeah.
really-
Well, it was the house. I wanted to move in. My excuse was I'm going to take care of her, but let's face it, it's a free lunch, right? And then I wanted a dog, so my mother-in-law said, no, sign this, and so I signed it, and then I read it.
And then you,
Oh,
yeah.
then you read it.
Of
That
course,
was
read it.
smart.
This cute little 70-year-old, I didn't think I couldn't trust her. No, the contract says now I have a 100-year contract that my wife owns me. So
She owns your you know what.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
and on Mardox Extreme we'll be able to say ass.
Yeah. Or nuts.
Yeah, Eugene, there's a new channel that we've started, and it's gonna be we're gonna get the videos going. It's called Mardox X Stream, and it's gonna be something like this, but with more talks about the daily internet news.
Okay.
So we're gonna bring up controversial topics, and if you want to like explode our minds with that rage you have inside you regarding Donald Trump, you can come and join in and tell us what you think about him.
Who doesn't like Donald Trump?
See, now you're gonna bring it here. As soon as you read that word.
Carrie, you're right. I owe you the $50. You're right. As soon as I said it, Belinda went nuts. She loves Donald Trump.
You know what? I did that just so you give her the $50.
Oh, okay, you guys are in cahoots.
She didn't know it. I pick up on things easily.
You guys are in cahoots.
Honestly, I'll tell you what. I was originally a
Hey, I'll collect the $50.
There you
I
go.
actually see you and I work
I'll
great.
share
Carrie.
it with my sister.
High five, Carrie. High five. You can keep it, hon. High five.
Ow!
I just like that we got him. That's my reward.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a couple of questions.
Well, go ahead.
What about, first of all, what about tracking stuff on Mardox, like being able to track our own links, whatever links that we want to track?
Yeah,
Is
we were supposed to get that going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Do I have to start writing support tickets again?
Yes.
You're lucky. You're lucky I don't have time for such things. Some of us have to work.
You're right. No, you're right. Yeah, I did start the work on that, and we ended it. Yeah, you want a system where you come in and you put in your web address, http:// blah blah blah.com/ whatever, and you want to be given back a Mardox URL, right? A redirect URL, correct?
Yeah, I just want to be able to track the link, like we can track our Mardox link, because
Right.
So
a separate set of stats for each URL. Okay. So
Yes.
yeah, we did that, and we were supposed to get. I wanted to get a URL. I wanted to make a URL shortener at the same time. I think it's osir.net. I think is the domain name that I still own. I think. I got a 4-letter domain I wanted to use for that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can take these long, huge
Yeah,
web
yeah,
addresses,
yeah.
and then you get this little tiny link.
That would provide a good service. Another thing that we could use is like a rotator.
Yeah, rotators are hit and miss though. That's why I never was crazy about them.
Yeah. I'm not overly crazy about them, but someone might want one.
Yeah, okay.
See, I don't understand. Don't they know better?
But a rotator is actually easier to do, believe it or not. So basically, Rotator, you go in, you plug in all your sites, and then you're given one web address, and every time that web address is pulled up, it's a different page, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah, and that's yeah, that's a lot easier to do. I don't know if we can put stats on it just yet. Maybe we'll do like the beta version. Between now and the weekend, we'll do a beta version of it and get it up and going, so our users can at least plug
I
in their
think
web
more
addresses.
importantly, we would really like to have those new landing pages.
Yeah, landing page for sure. That's tonight. I'm gonna do it tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what I have a few tools in my toolbox that I could have the membership use, whether it be free or paid. That's up to you. You use it however you want. You and I had discussed a little bit about that before, but we need to go more in detail about how, when, where, like the setup, and because I think now that will be valuable, because unlike rotators, I'm not knocking them, but if you want something that's like more of a sure thing, I have ways around that, and we could, some of them are training courses, and then others are just straight tools, that you can just put into the back office.
Right, but now
And
is
then you
this
have, like, a how-to.
is this tools and content that somebody else made or stuff that you made?
I'm not techie enough to make it, but I have somebody make it for me. I own it. I
Okay.
just didn't make it,
So
but
this
I
is-
own
so
it
this is-
directly from the programmer.
So this is stuff that our users would have to download from you, right?
Well, some of it's website based, and
Okay.
I can also get pages made however you need them.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to sit down and talk about that and put that in and see.
What
At least
about-
because what I'm seeing is that we'd have to put it in the resource section.
That's what I mean, resource, and then in the training section, like where you and I talked about doing videos, some of it could be training on how to use those things,
Yeah,
and others
that's
could
right.
be straight training on just how to do other things in general.
Yeah, that's
like
right. But I
along
gotta keep
those
in mind that when we're doing the videos, we're going to start soon because Carrie's going to get involved in traffic exchanges real soon, and I got a couple that I got to do.
like that's her, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got to make sure we don't overlap too much on each other's areas because.
Well, no. This is what you could do. Okay, if you want to be like the ultimate membership site that covers A to Z, so that everybody has no excuse not to make it in this field. Not be armed and educated. You have categories and sections that are neatly at a glance. So according to subject, according to whatever, they can go to that video or to that PDF or whatever, and go from there. This is why it's not overwhelming, and they know they're getting what they need.
Right.
Another
You just gotta be
question.
organized.
Another question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What about autoresponder stuff?
I use
the
AWeber.
autoresponders. I'm still stuck with the company smtp.com. It's the company that allows us to send out emails. They're the ones that handle the server that manages the emails going out and the emails coming back, bounces, and all that stuff. They're still stuck on the price. And my concern is if I open an autoresponder service up right now, and if there's 1 million emails go out, that's $970 in fees that I have to pay out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
It
in
doesn't have
between.
to. I'm just wondering. Just
No,
wondering.
but what I might do is users. I might set it up like more like a list, like your list building, and then you
Yeah.
can send your list. But anybody, for example, under 100 people on the list, for example, you can mail out to them without having to worry about the cost. When you hit 101, then there's going to be a cost involved, and that cost is to compensate for the mail server at the other end, and that cost is the server, the hardware itself, the bandwidth, the disk space, all that stuff. That there's a price there, you see. And okay, granted, there's websites out there that are saying we'll do it for free. But
Right.
again, in that case, you're playing in their sandbox. They don't like a certain email you send out, they're going to cut you off. With what we're doing, if you're paying and you want to send out an email, unfortunately, I'm not saying I'm endorsing it, but if you want to send out an email about pornography and you got a pornographic mailing list, we won't shut you down as long as your list accepts those emails. You see? And if that's the case, then great. You won't get shut down because you're paying for the service. But whereas if it's free and you did that, you'd be shut down and gone. So I'm not saying I'm endorsing pornography or anything like that, but I'm going to the extreme where most mail server sites won't even come close to the touching adult content, especially if it's a free service. But
Yeah.
it's a negotiation thing right now dealing with smtp.com, and they just got purchased by another company. So I'm trying not to burn my bridges or trying to push too much. I want to let the new company take over SMTP, and will follow through. They're also going through the process of PayPal kicking them out, same as us. PayPal said, we don't accept payments anymore for virtual service like mail service, where there's virtually no proof. So again, I'm not trying to push them too hard. So little bit by little bit, and then we'll get back on. We'll get the autoresponders going. I think it's a great thing. We should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Hold
thing.
on. You said a couple questions. I only had a couple answers. What's your next question?
We should have. I discussed this a while back. I think in a support ticket. We should have a spot where the members can put their Skype name in if they want.
Yeah, that's in the next version of the Contact Us, where they're going to be able to put in name, address, phone number. And that ties into the mailing list.
Yeah.
Because the lead capture autoresponder system that we're putting together, the users need to put their name and address in, their phone number, the whole 9 yards, and then physically say this is public information or this is not public information. Can you guys hold on a second? Can you guys not step on a squeaky spot on the floor for a second, please? Like move somewhere other than the kitchen for a minute. Well, they're standing right in the. Anyways, sorry about that. So what I want to do is I want to create, so they type in their mailing address, their phone number, their contact information, and then the user chooses whether or not it's public or private. If it's private, it doesn't get published. If it's public information, then it goes on their mailing list. So when they send a mailing out, their information is at the bottom, which is required by law for mails to go out. You have to you have to now.
You have to have a physical address.
Yeah, you have to have an address and a phone number, or at least the address to say who you are, along with the removal
system. You have to have
system.
a physical mailing address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that,
mailing address.
Yeah.
Does that has to be on each email? Because I never.
Yeah. Yeah. No. If it's a mailing, list. Carrie, if it's a mailing list, not just an email going to your friend, a mailing list, you're sending out a newsletter, you're supposed to have a contact address at the bottom of each message, so the person can contact you and say, remove me. Now, a lot of people are doing phone address and phone number and unsubscribe, but if the unsubscribe doesn't work, they need to have a way to get a hold of you to say, take me off your list, and that's law.
Well, what if it's just like a Skype user ID or an email?
As long as they can get a hold of you, but the standard is your mailing address.
I would say my email address would work.
No, email address, you're going to get bombarded with spam. Because automatically everybody who sees that email address is just going to start mailing you everything in the world.
Yeah, that's probably.
But what I'm saying is they need to be able to get a hold of you if in case your removal system does not work. They have to be able to get a hold of you. And
I think that if we can offer our members an autoresponder within our site, that the value of our site is going to go up tremendously.
It's going to be autoresponder / lead capture list building.
Yeah.
The lead capture, the list building. I said the word lead, so now Belinda's totally flabbergasted. Now she's like, "Oh wow, he said lead."
I'm having a moment.
Yes. Continue having your moment. So
you said lead.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Continue having your moment. Just press mute.
So
there's gonna be
I'm not going to make it X-rated.
Yeah, that's it. So there's going to be lead capture, autoresponder, and mailing list system all in one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
a lot of the things that John is asking you for, I believe I've asked you for.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No, we have. It's just
you know what it is, Carrie? It's the sexist thing. If John asked for it because he's a guy, he's right with their. If us women ask for the same darn thing, all of a sudden, well, I don't speak your language. I'm sorry, you're speaking a foreign language. No,
it's not the case at all. Again, I'm going to be going to Germany to visit John. I might stay there for 2 months. I want to make sure his wife is okay with me.
Okay, you know what? Remember, you owe Carrie $50.
Yeah. I'll get around to that. One of these days.
Another one of my 2 questions.
Another
one of my 2. Yeah. Now on the.
On the page. I got 3 from you. Last time I checked, couple is 2.
Yeah, a couple is relative. You see.
A couple is relative. Depends on what
Anyway,
country you're in.
uh, it, anyway, on the area where our referrals are listed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It would be cool to be able to click and reorganize the list. Like if we want to know when were the last people who logged in, and we want to have that on top. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
So you want to be able
Column.
you
The
want to be able to
columns are accessible.
you want to be able to
Huh?
resort the list based on last access date,
Exactly.
alphabetical by name, by
Exactly. Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be done. That should be done. That's something that should have been done a long
Cool.
time ago, actually.
Yeah, that would be cool to just have to look through everything and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. I'm gonna have to come back to this video and watch all this now later on tonight. Going, oh yeah, I gotta do that. Oh
Exactly.
yeah, I gotta do that. What was John saying? Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Question number
Belinda
26.
talked. Let's fast forward to there.
Question
No.
26 of his two questions, right?
Yeah, only two. Yeah, now you're up to several here. I think. I think you've even passed a few. You're into several.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
How about you,
Exactly.
Eugene? Do you have any suggestions of changes to add to the site?
Not that come out right now, but maybe later.
Maybe later. Yeah, tomorrow's meeting. Yes, Eugene's sitting there going, "I need this. I need this. I need this." He's writing it all down. He's making his wish list for Christmas here.
Remember, Eugene, on the lead queen if you ever need any.
Okay, Belinda.
Yeah, now that we said the word lead, Belinda's all happy. She's like, "Oh, good, he opened the door to leads."
Yes, I'm just so thrilled.
Yes, he said leads, and he said it properly. He didn't say damn or anything like that, or stupid, or.
I even do software, Eugene. I even do it harder. Oh, that didn't sound right. Never
No,
mind.
that came out wrong. Hey, Belinda, that's for the extreme channel.
I know.
Good Lord. Oh my God. Even if we just got me, John, and Belinda on the extreme channel and just talked about nothing, it would still come out awesome.
Yes, it would.
Yep. Okay. Any other suggestions or comments?
Yeah, I'd like you to do your hair different next time. I'm kidding.
We did this yesterday.
We did the hair comment yesterday. I must have missed it.
Hair fashion. We're doing fashion tips yesterday.
Look at this, ladies. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It's all nice.
It looks like you have a toupee on for men backwards.
That is cheating.
I look awesome. I am so awesome.
Oh no, you're not.
He says this every day to himself in the mirror,
Yeah,
and then
I
his
do.
wife laughs behind him. I'm
Yeah, I
kidding.
do. Every day I'm awesome, just like everybody else. Everyone's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was just teaching my students the other day about the word vein. You know what that means.
My daughter
Good.
my daughter says she thinks I'm on drugs. Come here, Sandra.
No.
Come get on camera so the world can see you.
What it is that your picture is in the dictionary under the word vein.
Come here. I can show you off. I want to show you guys my most prized possession. Well, one of the four most
Okay.
prized possessions. Get over here, my smartest daughter that I speak of all the time, who's becoming a registered nurse without having to pay for any tuition or anything. Come on, come here.
Oh, she's shy.
Oh, I can marry this one.
What?
No,
Well,
you like
technically,
camera.
Catch and release.
catch and release. Now look at the camera.
Hello.
I gotta wait for it to update because my
Hi.
camera's lagging.
Hello.
There's my daughter Sandra.
Hi.
Hi, Carrie.
There's
Hi.
Carrie, Belinda. There's Eugene. Eugene, keep it clean.
I know who Carrie is, so it's not
And then there's John. John is there.
Hey, that rhymed. Eugene, keep it clean. That rhymed.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. So how about we wrap it up for today because we're already past an
Yeah.
hour, and I do gotta get going. I gotta go load up a desk and go and set up my other office. Yay! and we can resume this tomorrow at 3 p.m. if you guys are interested.
Of course.
Now, this is
Oh,
better.
no,
I
it's our
threatened,
Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving.
yeah, I threatened to shut down the live chat, and now everybody shows up.
No, if it's Thanksgiving and family's coming over, I highly doubt I'll be able to make it. Because I usually don't work on Thanksgiving, Christmas, like that's a national holiday here.
Hey, Eugene, are you celebrating Thanksgiving?
Yes,
Yes? Okay, so you're going to be gone. You're going to be stuffing your face, right?
sure.
Sure. Save some for us, eh? I'll send you
We're
my...
gonna have turkey syndrome where we eat so much we roll out the door and fall asleep.
Yeah, that's it. Okie dokie. Okay, so this is the Mardox live chat for November 23rd, 2016, and we'll be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You'll be here by yourself unless Canadians show up with you.
Canadians or Germans, anyways.
Or
Yeah.
Germans, because
Yeah.
well, it doesn't even
I might be a
think.
bit, but I'll try to make.
Yeah, and then there's the fact that there's gonna be Clarissa also, and my dog Merlin. Actually, join in tomorrow. We'll watch Merlin walk on his hind legs. Even though
You
he's
watch this, he'll be by himself on the video,
Yeah.
and yeah, everybody else is having their turkey dinner.
Yeah, that's it. You guys are just gonna be sitting there eating. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah. Okay, so this is the end of the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys want to say bye to everybody.
All right, happy Thanksgiving. God bless.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Thanksgiving to my American friends.
Okay, see you guys tomorrow.